Today let us use a ScriptRunner for Jira to delete an issue. Now deleting an issue is actually very simple. First of all, you have to use the same endpoint, which is REST API 3 issue followed by the issue key. And if you want to delete the subtask, which I guess you need to if you have to delete a parent, and you have to also delete the subtask, then you can pass this parameter or this key value pair here. Delete subtask is equal to true, and the method is delete. Now, of course, we talked about this in our but one of our video a couple of months back, I guess. But I want to do it using ScriptRunner for Jira. But at the same time, I also want to do something additional. So let us first delete the issue, and for deleting the issue, I'll use the same code that I have been using in the past few videos, but of course I'll modify it slightly. In this particular code, as you can probably see, I'm using the delete method, and I'm using the endpoint along with, of course, the issue key, which is bt-2 or whatever issue key, and you have to pass the header, and that is it basically. So if you run this, something will happen, and it will tell you whether this issue can be deleted or not. Now there can be a case where there is no issue, or maybe you don't have permission to delete the issue, so you will get that error if you cannot delete an issue. So we do have an issue, do have this error right now. It says issue does not exist, or you do not have permission to see it. So I always say that when you make a code, when you write code, when you add some logic to your automation, always try to fail your scripts and then work on fixing those different ways by which your script is failing. I mean, basically try to make sure you cover each and every possible use case, or not use case, but each and every possible way your script can go wrong. Of course, it depends on the time. It depends how much time you have, and whether you have like 1 hour to write a script, or maybe 1 day. But do some error handling. That is what I'm trying to say. Now, in our case, we cannot delete bt2 because maybe bt2 is not even there in the instance. What I'll do, I'll maybe open one of my issue, which is bt5, which I can see very clearly if I open this in a separate tab. So this is nice. We have this issue. Now let me add some subtasks because I want to show you how it works. So if I maybe click on these 3 dots, and if I create a subtask, so basically I want to show you the way to also delete a subtask. So let us say you have a subtask, and you simply go back to your script. So the issue key is bt5, the parent. I will go back to my script, and I will simply try to run the same script without any modification. Let us see what error we see. I mean, we know it will not work because we did this in one of our previous video, but I always try to check things. I don't like assuming things. So as we suspected, yes, definitely this is not working. So it says the issue bt5 has subtask. You must specify delete subtask parameter. So we have to specify this parameter. So I can add something like this. So basically, if you look at the Talent API, I used the exact same thing earlier. So delete subtasks is equal to true, and hopefully we can delete the issue now. So of course, this is a very simple example, and it will work. And if you now go back to your Jira issue, and if you try to refresh it, it will give you an error, or if it will probably disappear from your Jira instance, which we expected. Now what I want to do today is I want to do something by combining 2 scripts that we have written recently. Now we can delete an issue, but what if you want to delete issues in bulk? Now we did something with JQL. Basically, we learned how to parse the JQL results. Now I'll copy the script and I will use the same script in our example. So I'll probably go on top. I'll paste the script, and of course we are dealing with the response above and response again. So let us rename this variable. So I'll rename it to response delete, and I don't think we need to basically use a variable. I think it is always good if you want to capture the errors if there is an error. So basically what I want to do now is I want to first run this script where I am trying to fetch or do something with the issues in bulk. So we have a filter, let us say filter is equal to 10047, and in that example we simply used this method called getIssueDetails, and we simply printed the issue key and maybe the priority name. Of course, we learned how to parse the response and then how to iterate the list of issues that we get in the response. Now what we'll do, we'll simply, instead of getting the issue details, we'll simply delete them. So let us first run the script, and I'll make sure I comment out the script to delete that we just wrote. So let us run this first. Let us see if the filter is still valid. I hope the filter is still valid, and I basically want to clean up my Jira instance. So we do have some issues, I guess. If I take a look at my log, so we have these issues that I want to delete now. Now what I want to do, I want to create a function or a method, and we already have this method here called getIssueDetails. Let us create one more method. So I will name it as maybe delete issue, and the parameter that I want to pass is, let us say, issue key. So I'll simply use something like this, issue key, and I will now do something with the deletion here. So what I can do now, I can copy this code to delete, and I will modify it slightly. So in this particular piece of code, we basically have to replace this BT5 with the issue key that we are now using in the method parameter. So I will do something like this. And I will basically replace this with the issue key, and I think it looks all right now. And what I want to do now, I want to maybe log this instead of returning. So in case we have an error, it will be, of course it is a very simple code that you have to probably modify it slightly to make it work. I'm just writing something very quickly so that I can show you. So we have this method here which will be called getIssueDetails, and if I run this, nothing will happen, nothing will delete, because we are not really calling this method yet. What I can do now, I can maybe I can usually you would add some logic here, like if the response status is okay, then maybe log something like like issue deleted. But for the time being, I will simply write here logger.info, and I can maybe type something like issue to be deleted, and I will type here the issue key. Basically I want to display some message. So let us see how it works. It will not I think at this stage maybe we can call this method here now. So delete issue, and we have to pass the issue key. So I think this looks good now, and if we run this, hopefully these issues like Scrum 8, don't forget these issues. maybe we can add a bit more logic. Maybe out of this list, I just want to delete the issues that are with low priority. Let us try. I mean, maybe issues that are maybe closed. I may want to display something else here. So let us try to first. I basically want to show you the power of scripting, because when you can write scripts, you can basically add your own logic. You can build something really great. So let me try to first. So my requirement that I just came up with is to delete the issues whose status is maybe done or closed or whatever. Some specific status, not all of them. Of course, we can control it in the JQL, but let us do it using scripting, because maybe you have some additional logic to add or to use before performing the actual delete. So let us try to print something like, do we have status here? I think we do. So if I do something like this, not priority, status, let me first check the response. That is why I quite like using Talent API, because let us say if I want to see the issue fields, I'm just trying to show you how it looks like. So we are trying to delete the status. I mean, based on the status. So I want to first fetch the status and the name. So status.name, and status is inside fields. So let us try that. Let us go back to the code. Let us run this. We are not deleting anything. We are just fetching the list, and I think it worked. Good to know. And we have a status that is really nice. So we have a status, let us say closed. So I want to call this method only when the status is closed. So you can maybe add a very simple logic here, like extremely simple logic. So what I want to do, I want to first check the status. So I'll probably use a simple if condition. My caps is on. If the status is what is the status? Closed. Okay. So if the status is closed, hopefully it will work. Hopefully, only then delete the issue. Okay, so this looks good to me. So as you can see in this particular script, we are doing, I mean, although we started with very two simple endpoints, but now we have built our logic. So basically we are trying to delete the issues with a specific status. All right, so let us see if it works. And of course we'll only see the message for this issue, which is ISD 7. So let us run this without wasting any time. I think it should work, and we have an error. No, it didn't work. So it says no such script response for class. Okay, so we have an error, and let us do the debugging. So as you can see, it says line number 11. And it is very clear. I missed something in the script, and that is the response delete. So I have to basically use the correct variable here. So now it should work, hopefully. And that is how we fix and troubleshoot. And no error. Let us look at the log. And it says so everything looks good to me, but I don't really see that message issue to be deleted. So it must have received, I mean, I guess this statement, I don't see the issue in So first it will log everything. It will basically display the issue key, and then it will perform the delete. So I don't see the closed status in my log tab for some reason, and I'm just trying to think what could have been wrong here. So issue.fields.status.name is equal to closed, then delete the issue, and I don't see that issue that was deleted. So maybe it was deleted. Let us try it again. So I'll click on the run again, and we do have a log here. So let us try to delete in progress. It worked. I know it worked, but maybe I missed something. So this is good. I'm just trying to make sure I don't really have anything which is wrong here in the script. So instead of closed, let us try to delete the issues where status is, let us say, waiting for support. So basically we are trying to delete this issue which is Ravi-1. Let me try to open the issue first just to make sure that it is there, and we'll try to open the issue again after running the script. So this is the issue where we can see the details. Now I want to delete this with waiting for support status. So I guess it is Jira service desk, or I should say Jira service manager issue. So I'll use the status name here, and I'll uncomment this line. So basically this will call this method, and one thing that I am not really sure is why I didn't see this message here, issue to be deleted, when I ran this script earlier. So let us see in the logger tab. So this method was definitely called at least once in the previous script. Let us run it again. I don't know what went wrong. Okay, so we have an error. Now it says cannot invoke method starts with on null object. So the error is basically at I guess I'm just trying to see the error, the line number. It is 24. Okay. All right. Let us look at the log. Okay. So I think something went wrong with the delete. So it says issue to be deleted. So it tried to delete Ravi-1, but it was not able to. Let us remove the subtask. Delete subtask is equal to true. I think we need to modify the script further to check if there are subtasks. So let us try to run this again. Or maybe I'll just change it to false. I think the false should work. Run. And hopefully it will work now. That is how you learn. You basically try different things and you experiment. So we were trying to delete Ravi-1, and I think this particular issue, Ravi-1, there is no subtask. So I think if you need to delete okay, so I don't see any error here right now. If I look at the log, I don't really see any error. One thing which is, so it seems like the script worked, and I don't really see the issue anymore. Ravi-1 is no longer there. So this definitely worked. The only thing that is bothering me is why this logger.info didn't really work, didn't really show the issue that it is going to delete. So I'm going to nothing in the result tab. I mean, when you're trying to use the logger, you have to, I mean, it will come in the, it will be displayed in the log tab, the second tab, which is this one, and there is nothing here. Okay, so I think this log, the first statement to log is probably working, but it is not working for the second one, because when the issue is successfully deleted, there is no body. Of course, I think we need to check the status, I guess. So let us not worry about this for the time being. Let us get rid of this and try it again. Now, if I run this piece of code, and for the timing, let us just delete the issue with the issues with the work in progress status. So I'll change it to work in progress. So basically, I want to delete this IST5, or basically any issue in this particular JQL with a specific status, and click on the run button. So it will take some time, and we don't really have any error, which is a good news. If I look at the log, so it says issue to be deleted IST5, which is correct, and now we have only demo 3, 5, 6, and 7 left. Now, if I run this again for all the issues, maybe for a specific status, let us say I go to demo 3. Now, what I wanted to check is what if I mean, do we need to specify the parameter as true, and it will take care of whether the subtask exists or not? Let us see. So basically, can I just leave it as true always? So I think we can. So if I go to demo 3, and if I maybe create the subtask, I'll click on the 3 dots, and I'll create a subtask very quickly. I'll just not worry about the summary. Now we have demo 3, and let us change the status to in progress. Okay, so basically what I will do now, I will change the status to in progress here. In progress with I guess P capital and double S. Yeah. So will it work? It will not work because we have a subtask. Let us see. Let us take a look at the log. And we were trying to delete demo 3, and it did try to delete it. It says issue to be deleted demo 3, but we have an error, and it says in the body error message, you do not have permission to delete the issue. I think we need to probably capture this. So if you look at the response delete dot body, if body exists, of course, then check for the error message. Then I think it will probably let us see the response status. If I go to the delete, basically I'm trying to do some error handling properly. So delete issue, and let us try to delete demo 3 without any parameter. So I'll send it, and we have a response status which is 403. So if I go back to my code, and I can maybe add something like this: if response delete dot status is equal to 403, then maybe display something in the log.info. Error, and we can display something like this. Let us look at the body. So it says error messages. So we'll do response delete dot body dot error messages. Let us see if it works. I'll run this very quickly again. And there is no error, which is a good news. And if you look at the log, we do have the error displayed nicely. So it is good to know. It is good to know that it is fine. We are able to capture this status. Now, what I want to do is I want to check. I'll probably first modify the status of one more issue, demo 5, to maybe in progress. So I'll go to demo 5. I'll change the status to in progress. So we have two issues, both with status in progress, but one of them has subtask. Now, of course, it will not work for demo 5, but what if I add a parameter, the same parameter that I added in this? So demo, what was the error? What was the issue ID? It was, I guess, demo 3. Demo 3 exists, right? Or not? So yeah, demo 3 exists, and it has, I guess, a couple of subtasks. So let us try to go back to the. Okay, so for some reason it says you do not have permission or to delete the issue in this project. Okay, it is strange. Let me go to the demo project 3, and basically I was expecting the error that we have subtask, and we are talking about demo 3. So let us run this again, and let us see the error. Hopefully the script will work for at least the issue where we do not have any subtask. Okay, so it seems like we have some progress. So for demo 5, it tried to delete, but it couldn't, and the error was you do not. Okay, so this is strange. It says you do not have permission to delete issues in this project, and yeah, it is correct. I mean, it is not correct. I was expecting the error, which is you have subtask. Okay, and why I don't have permission? If I go to the demo 3 issue, if I take a look at the option here, yeah, I think I do not have permission. Oh, let me give myself permission. So but I am the project. I mean, I should be able to delete this. It's a bit weird. Maybe it is the workflow. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not able to delete the why I am not able to delete the issue in this. Let me go back to the issue very quickly. I don't see any option to delete the issue from here as well, which is a bit weird. And I don't really want to spend too much time right now to troubleshoot, but I can definitely use the permission helper. So do I have permission to delete the issue in this particular project? So it says Ravi Sagar does not have the delete issue permission. Okay, and it says the Jira service management does not override this permission. Okay, so we are talking about Jira service management, not Jira service desk, which is definitely different. Okay, no worries at all. We'll probably I mean, I don't think I can fix it easily because I'm using a free version, and in the free version you cannot modify the permission schemes, which is a bit weird. I mean, I'm supposed to be the admin, so I guess I should be able to. I was looking at the permission scheme, not field configuration. Come on, let me select it. It's a bit slow. Permissions. So now you know the pain of Jira administrators. I was trying to do something else. So delete issues. So you should be a project admin. Who is the project admin? Let me check the. Because I'm using the free version, Can I add myself in the people? No, I don't think so. A bit weird. Okay, so I definitely cannot modify the roles because I'm using a free version and I cannot delete. I think I'll probably not worry too much about this because I think we are probably going in a different direction. Let us try to delete iOS 2 and I'll go to the iOS 2 instead and I'll try to delete that issue. Basically what I wanted to check is I wanted to check if I can use that particular parameter, deleteSubtasks is equal to true, iOS 2, and what was the issue key? iOS 2.10. Okay, let me open iOS 2.10. What I'm trying to do also is I'm trying to check, I'm basically trying to assign the issue to myself so that I can see here two issues from this issue, from this particular project. So now we are talking about iOS 2. I think this filter 10047 is basically the list of issues assigned to me. So now I just assigned this issue to myself, and for one of the issue I will create a subtask, and hopefully I have delete permission in this. Hopefully, we'll figure out. We'll try to basically delete the issue. I don't see any option here as well. Can I check the permission helper? Delete issue, submit. Okay, so it says Ravi Sagar does not have delete issue permission, and it is really strange because I am logged in and I am administrator, and I was able to delete the issues just a couple of moments ago, but not anymore for some strange weird reason, and it will not work. Let me just try to change the status to do in my script. Basically I want to delete everything with status to do, and I'll run this. Let us see what happens. Okay, so now we have the same error. It says you do not have permission to delete issues. It is really strange and strange and weird. Let me try to delete. I think there is no point in testing. Let me try to just comment this and see the output of the JQL, the filter. So if I look at the log, we do have these issues that I cannot delete. It is really strange and weird. Let me try to look for something else, because I guess it is something to do with the, I mean, I was able to delete just moments ago. Let me try to check this issue called BT7, and I'll probably assign it to myself. So I'm quite sure, because I'm the only user on this free instance of Jira Cloud, and if I look at this particular issue, for this issue, for this particular project, I do have permission. So let us use bug tracking. Usually, if you have problems, if you have similar problems, you can definitely modify the permission schemes or add someone to the project role, but not today. Because in the free version of Jira Cloud, you cannot modify the permission schemes. You cannot also modify the project roles. And I don't really want to troubleshoot right now. I want to show you the script, not troubleshooting Jira permissions. But okay, so we have the BT project where we can, I think, do some work. And in my JQL, I can maybe modify it I'll probably modify this filter is equal to 10047 to include only issues from BT project, so that it is not confusing. So let us work on BT7 and maybe BT6. Let us see if we have any BT6. Yep, I'll assign it to myself. So I think we have 2 issues. I think it should be enough. And I'll go to the filter. The free version of Jira, I must say, it is not the fastest. I guess it is okay because you're not really paying for it. I think free version is probably for evaluation, and maybe if you're a very small team, then definitely you can use the free version to get started. But I hope if you have a paid subscription, then definitely the performance should be better. So I'll modify the JQL to include only BT issues from BT project. I'll save it and I'll go to the script. I'll run it again, and if I look at the log, I have just 1 issue, which is the BT7. I will probably modify this. I'll probably assign a couple of issues to myself. Maybe I'll go to the project or maybe the issue directly, BT6 maybe, and I'll assign it to myself. Come on, the link is here. My internet is quite fast, but so I know it is just, so I can confirm that this Jira instance is slow, it is not a problem with my internet. So we have a nice situation where now we have 2 issues. For one of the issue, I want to create maybe subtask. I don't have time to write a proper summary, so I'll just type some stupid text. I'll go to the console. I will take a look at the log, and now we have 2 issues. Will it work? I don't think so. If I run this, if I use this here, it will probably delete one issue, not the other one. But what I want to do is I want to pass in here the parameter that I wanted to pass earlier, and I'll discard the changes. I'll take a look at the delete issue. I'll copy the parameter as it is, and I will pass it. So earlier I think I was thinking that you need to pass this parameter only when you have a subtask. If you don't have a subtask, then it will not work. Let us see. So ideally, if you pass this parameter, it will work only when you have a subtask. If you don't have a subtask, it will probably not worry about this parameter at all. So can we delete now both the issues, one with a subtask and the other one without a subtask? So let us run this and look at the log. So it worked. So it says issue to be deleted BT7, there is no error. Issue to be deleted BT6, no error. And if we run this code again, I don't think we have anything, because there is no issue left that fulfills the criteria where the issue is assigned to me and status is to do, because we are just deleting the issues with status to do in the script. I mean, the filter will have some other issues from other projects. So if I go to the filter and if I go to assign to me, and if we take a look at the result, the output, yeah, I mean, we don't really have anything in this particular filter, but you get the idea. I think what I wanted to show you today is how we work when we write scripts. We just experiment, and if you want to learn, if you want to also do the same thing, if you want to write scripts, if you want to do some automation, just do simple things first and then try to add some logic. So of course we spent a bit more than I think we spent 40 minutes today trying to pass the JQL delete the issues, and then of course doing something in bulk, and we encountered the issue with the permission, which I still have no idea. I'll probably troubleshoot it, and we use the parameter to delete the issues where they can be subtask. And now we have a script that basically will not only let us delete issues in bulk, but we also have we now also know how to add, or also basically add some further logic or refine it to only delete issues of a specific status or any other criteria. So these things are only possible when you write scripts, because although there is a learning curve, but when you're writing scripts, you have more control on the automation that you're trying to build, or whatever bulk operation that you are trying to do, or basically anything that you want to do using scripts. And that is what I wanted to show you today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much, and definitely let me know if you like these long, really long videos where I am doing something and I'm also trying to show you how we write scripts, how we work in general. We basically, nobody knows everything by heart. We have to always, search and troubleshoot and spend time understanding why it is not working. And today I just wanted to show you exactly how we work. And now I will end this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.